My wife humiliated me in front of everyone we knew for 6 months straight. So at her company Christmas party, I agreed with every insult and made it 10 times worse. By the end of the night, she was begging me to stop. The public shaming started after I'd forgotten her birthday. Not forgot exactly. I'd planned dinner at a normal restaurant instead of the Instagram-worthy place she'd been hinting about for weeks. Apparently, that meant I didn't really love her. From that day on, every social gathering became her stage. At her sister's engagement party, she told everyone how I'd ruined her special day with my thoughtlessness. At our neighbor's BBQ, she joked about my dad bod and how she had to remind me to shower. During game night with friends, she'd roll her eyes and apologize for my stupid questions about the rules. But here's what killed me most. The second we were alone, she'd turn sweet, kiss my cheek, say she loved me, act like nothing happened. Then we'd meet friends for drinks, and she'd launch into a story about how I couldn't figure out how to use the new coffee maker for 3 days. After 4 months, I recognized the pattern. She needed to feel superior, and putting me down in public gave her that rush. She fed off the uncomfortable laughter, the awkward silences, the pitying looks people gave me. So I decided to give her exactly what she wanted, but more. The book club meeting she'd forced me to attend became my first stage. She made a comment about how I only read comic books and sports blogs. Instead of sitting there quietly like usual, I jumped in. She's absolutely right. I'm basically illiterate. Remember, honey, when I thought Shakespeare was a type of fish? But we're perfect for each other because remember when you thought the Civil War was against Canada? The room went silent. She laughed nervously. That's not— Oh, and speaking of books, tell them about the time you tried to return a library book to Barnes & Noble. We're both so ditzy. Her face turned red, but she couldn't correct me without admitting she'd been lying about me. The next week at her parents' anniversary dinner, she mentioned I'd never gotten the promotion I'd wanted. I immediately agreed. Total failure here, just like when she got rejected from that yoga instructor course. Twice. We're both underachievers, but at least we have each other. Her mother grimaced. Her father suddenly found his plate fascinating. She tried to stop after that, but I was just getting started. Every time we went out, I waited. If she stayed quiet, so did I. But the moment she made even the smallest dig, I pounced. At her cousin's wedding, she whispered to her aunt that I'd worn the wrong color tie. I overheard and announced to the whole table, she's right, I have no fashion sense. Almost as bad as when she wore white to her ex-boyfriend's wedding. Remember that, honey? Everyone thought you were protesting. She got the worst of it at her company Christmas party. Her boss was there, her entire department, the people she needed to respect her. She'd had 3 glasses of wine and started her routine. Told her supervisor how I still hadn't fixed the garage door after 2 months. I stood up, tapped my glass. Everyone, my wife is absolutely correct. I'm useless around the house. Can't fix anything. Just like how she can't cook anything without burning it. Almost as bad as when you gave everyone food poisoning at Thanksgiving, or when you tried to make pasta and somehow melted the pot. She grabbed my arm. Stop it. Oh, I'm just agreeing with you. You're right, I'm terrible with money too. Remember when I forgot to pay the electric bill? Just like when you maxed out 3 credit cards on online shopping and hid the statements. Her boss was backing away slowly. Her coworkers were exchanging glances. We should tell them about our communication issues too. How I never listen, just like how you pretend to be asleep when your mother calls. Or how I'm always late, like when you missed your own sister's graduation because you were getting your nails done. Please stop, she whispered. But honey, I'm just being honest like you always are. Tell them about how I can't dance. Show them the video of you falling into the wedding cake at your ex's reception. The party dissolved around us. People made excuses to leave. Her boss suddenly remembered an early morning meeting. In the car, she exploded. You humiliated me. No, I humiliated myself. You just happened to be collateral damage. Now you know how it feels. That's different. I was just joking around. So was I. Couldn't you tell? She cried the whole way home. Said I'd ruined her reputation, her friendships, her career maybe. The next morning, I found an apartment. When she asked why, I told her simply, I won't live with someone who needs to tear me down to build herself up. The divorce papers were filed within a month. Best decision I ever made.